You're welcome back to another moment with Ituno Peters. As you all know, every episode with different topics. Then today, I come with another a different topic entirely from what we're discussing about. So recently, I spoke to a few people. They are into different designing aspect in life. They are designers, creative designers, and the only questions that I've been asking them is at a point when they are being creative, when they are in their own creative nature, do they ever experience anything called creative blocks? Trust me, as an artist, a designer, a writer, you might be a poet, script writing, article writing. There comes a time in our life in when doing our job or doing it for the fun of it, we'll come to a state where we'll have what's called creative blocks. That's very important for every designer, for everyone. So far you are in the creative industry, you will surely at any point or at every point in time will have what's called creative block. Creative block can come as a pressure, you're trying to meet deadlines. It might be a job. There are two different of people when it comes to creative. There are people that do it for the fun of it. Maybe they just have the talent. Example, singing. There are some that they sing for the fun of it, sing at home, sing at church, sing when their friends are with them. They just love doing what they're doing. Then there are people, it's their job, what brings food on their table. There are people like that as well. I'm not here to judge anyone, you know. Everyone use what their talent can offer. So that is, like I said, different people we see life differently. So maybe you're doing your job, okay, maybe you're a graphic designer, you're doing your job, pressure comes in, you're meeting up to the deadline of your client, but the inspiration aren't coming at all. It happens. The inspiration aren't coming. You wanna meet deadlines, you wanna make things work hard, but you're often creative blocks. And at the same time, it might not be pressure, it might be you want things to be perfect. Don't put pressure on yourself. You aren't an AI. There are some times that you'll be tired, you need to rest. Now, dealing with creative blocks varies. There are those that their is to sleep. There are those that they do different thing entirely. So I will be listing some points that can actually help us when we to deal with creative blocks. Number one is take a break. Put it away. Yeah. Talking from experience, I'm a writer, In 2021, I wanted to write a poetry on I wish I had a friend. Yeah. But I started the poem on a Sunday, but I wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting the expression because normally me, if I want to write my poem, I make sure that I'm able to convey my emotions in my writing. Anytime, any point, I'm not able to put my express in my emotion in my writings. I will put it away. Yeah. So I wasn't getting it. I think I just wrote few lines that year, but I wasn't getting it. I had to just put it away and focus on other thing entirely from writing. It was when I was doing those stuff, I those no inspiration started coming. Then I went back, picked up my phone and I typed. What took me a week, as in what I put away for a week, I finished writing it in few seconds, few minutes. Sometimes you will create something, you feel like it doesn't work. No, this is it. This is not me. This is not my best. Yeah, it happens. Then the Other thing is you embracing yourself, embrace your limitations, embrace your nature, your human nature, that you're a human being, you're not a robot. Know that all these things are normal. Pressure, to be perfect, all those things, they are normal things, they are things we face individually, just to embrace yourself, embrace yourself. Then another thing is you seeking inspiration, exposing yourself to new idea triggers creativity. Yeah. As a writer, as a creative designer, you need to seek inspiration online. You know, in the former episode, I spoke with a graphic designer and I asked him, how do you come out from this creative block you find yourself? He made mention of something. He said sometimes he go online and seek for previous designs. No, there is no new design. That's it. There is nothing new you wanna write. There is nothing new you wanna design, but we just doing things differently. As a graphic designer, there is this page, Pinterest. You can seek inspiration from it. As a writer, we have, now this is the word of AI. There is what we call Chat GTP. You can as well seek inspiration from that online source if you wanna you wanna come off it. That's how you can help yourself. When you go online, maybe you wanna write a script on something. You can just browse online and Google will just give you the manuscript like this how it's being done. You can as well use that to lift up your own creative blog. Then the next thing that I feel is will help is collaboration. Learn to work with others. No one is an island of knowledge in the world. If you learn to collaborate with others, work with others, you can gain inspiration from others' knowledge. It works. You see different people, inviting their colleagues. Okay, I have this idea, but I'm not getting it. Can you help me with it? There are people like that as well. Just learn to work with others. You won't be the first and only graphics designer we have on her. You won't be the first and only writer there is on her. You won't be the only photographer and the first photographer on earth. That's it. There are others. So when we're doing our work, don't let pride to ruin the perfect outcome we desired for. Let's learn to work with other designers as well. Another thing that works for others, relaxation. Sometimes it might be creative block might be due to many things. If as well, it might be through stress as well. When you having difficulty to bring out your creative part of you, it might be maybe you've stressed yourself while doing something else. It affect it's affecting you. Learn to relax. If you don't get today, you will get it tomorrow. Relaxation, I don't really mean sleep. We have, if you can do yoga, if you can meditation. Someone like myself as well, most times when I'm having that creative side of me, creative block side of me, I listen to music. Yeah, I listen to a lot. Once I know I'm having difficulty expressing myself, the next thing I will do is plug in my earpiece, play music, and take a walk around the compound. Then, trust me, most time it has a positive effect, and at the same time, it doesn't. Then I spoke to another person as well. He said he eats. There's no how you meet different people and you won't learn something new each time. That's the fact. He said that's what works for him. You need to know what works for you. Mine is when I'm having such, I'm definitely going, play music, walk around, and see the outcome. Yeah, then lastly, it happens to everyone. Trust me, and everyone, there'll come a point in time whereby you feel like there is you've tried all you could, you've done everything, but yet you're not getting the expression, you're not getting the emotion. Then the next thing you need to do, which is my own last thing, I believe it will help. Reflect on yourself. Know exactly where the issue is coming from. Is it that you're in doubt of yourself? Is it fear? It might be anything, it could be anything. Everyone, you might be maybe a beginner, an immediate, and at the same time an expert. You feel like, can I actually pull this thing off? Can I do this thing or that? The moment you're able to identify the problem, the solution is near. If you're able to note where the problem is, then work on it, address it ASAP. Don't put pressure on yourself. I want us to know this. We are all created as human, flesh and blood. We aren't an AI. So tiredness, pressure is part of our makeup. But this is it. Learn to take a break and improve on yourself. Take a break and get better. Thank you. And I'm very sure after this episode, we were able to learn one or two things. How, as a designer, we can pull off creative blocks and let every design be the best of us. Don't put yourself in a pressure to give the perfect design every time. It might not be possible. Whether you're doing it for fun, you're doing it for passion, you're doing it for money, note every of your designs can't be perfect. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, to comment, subscribe as well. See you guys.